Look at this one. Some people probably wouldn't even bother with this, but I'm going to have a look at it. See if we can earn some money out of it. Right, well I picked this up off an old chap who lives pretty local, and he wanted £10 just to get rid of it. He said it's been sitting there getting in the way, so I picked it up for a tenner. He said he tried to start it in front of me and it wouldn't start. He was pulling away, he was. Big old blinking white beard he had. Anyway, so I said, I'll put it in the car, don't worry about it. Let's have a little look around it first before we do anything, just to see what sort of a state it's in. Right, well we've got the telltale sign that the air filter's on the wrong way, so we know that someone's had that off. And also, non-standard screws in here, look. One there, to hold this cover on, the recoil cover. One here as well. In fact, that, oh, look at that one, look, that one's even just pulled out, look. It's got a petrol leak somewhere, and it looks like it's been resprayed before, because you can see the remnants of someone spraying the wheels, that they overspray on the wheels basically. It's a mount-filled lawnmower. The deck appears to be solid, but someone's had a go at painting it, and where it's leaked petrol at the back there, as you can see, look, the paint's coming off. And that's the reason why you really need to lacquer these after you've painted them with normal paint, because if you do leak petrol, that's what's going to happen there, as you can see there. It's a self-drive mower, as you can see the cable there, and we've got the two levers at the top there, one for the brake and the other one for the drive mechanism. It appears to be here, it hasn't got a grass box on it, and it hasn't got the flap, so even if we can't get this going, or there's something wrong, seriously wrong with the engine, which I don't know until we've actually looked at it, at least we've got loads of good spares on here. We've got cables, although there again, that cable's damaged there, to be honest with you, so I might have to put some sleeving over that, or take that one up. It's broken on the place where people normally fold the handles over, and they normally break there on the joint sort of thing, so I can attend to that. That's not really a problem. That cable appears to be in good nick. That's the drive cable. And yeah, so let's just see exactly what's wrong with this lawnmower. As I say, he tried pull starting it and it didn't want to know. Recoil cover off. As I say, all the screws are loose, so I can undo them hand tight, look. So that's just 3 screws that hold this on. I will have to put some proper screws in there. As I say, that one come right off. So we get that out of the way first of all. And the first thing I've noticed is that the cable is being trapped underneath this lip here. As you know, we've got that little cutout there, and that was obviously digging in. Let's have a look at that. And as you can probably see there, let's pull that spark plug lead off for a minute. That's virtually cut right the way through, and you can probably see there, it's actually cut the electrode off, so there's no way he was going to be starting that. So that's the first problem. We've got to change this out for another spare unit. Yeah, look, spark plug's loose as well. Look at that, look. So let's have a look at this anyway. Hold it up to the light. There's not even a gap on the spark plug. So someone's obviously tried to have a go at this. It's surprising when people have a go at these sort of things. They don't really know what they're doing, and they wonder why they can't start it. Now there's no way I would have tried and pull started this in this situation, as you can see, but that definitely wouldn't have started. It's got a cut spark plug lead, and the spark plug gap is totally closed up. So you don't know what you're dealing with when someone's having a look at things. Let's take this off. This is the air filter. Oh, straight away, it's been turned up the wrong way. As you can see, it's been flooded with oil. Another reason why it wouldn't start and run. Put that to one side. That's 3 things we found. And also, looking down here, one of the springs is missing, the smaller spring on the governor arm. The one that goes from here to this little thing here is not on there as well. So there's 4 things we found wrong with it so far to make it not run. Those are 4 things that we can correct. We're going to take the fuel tank off, and again, the fuel tank's got an unusual screw in there. So I'm going to take that one off there, and also that one off there. We'll get the fuel tank off. Now I haven't got any carbs and diaphragms at the moment, so I'm not going to actually strip the tank down, but I will clean it up. So let me get this tank off and we'll take it from there. Right, so I've given that a basic clean off now. Let me just give it one more little squirt down, just around the outside, before I do anything else. Right, and as I say, because I'm not going to take the carb off, because I haven't got my new gaskets yet, I'm going to leave the diaphragm in situ, but I will empty the tank out. I just want to see what fuel this is in here and how clean it is. Let me just show you this air filter. Look, you know I took the air filter off, which was soaked with oil, and I just left it laying to the side. Can you see how much oil is just literally just leaks out of it while it's been sitting there? Look. So there's no way this would have been out to breathe anyway. So I will have to clean that and before I put that back on. But I'm just going to empty this out now. Again, I don't know what it is in here, what fuel it is in there. I've got a little plastic clean bottle here and a funnel. And all I'm going to do is literally just tip it out into that bottle. I don't know what it is. If it looks good, all well and good. Just in case there was a lot of crap in the tank there, I'm not too sure, but always a bit of a nuisance getting the last dregs of fuel out there, and that's normally where the crap's laying, in the bottom of the tank, so it's worth persevering. It don't actually smell all that good, to be honest with you. Yeah, it don't smell any good. There is a little bit of rubbish in there, but I think it might have all come out. Let's have a little look there, what colour that is. Put that there for a minute. I mean, I don't really know. It don't look the best of colours, to be honest with you, but and it don't seem to be much fumes coming off it. It might be old petrol in there from last year, I don't know. And so we're gonna have to leave that like that for the moment. Let's just go over to the lawnmower and have a little look what we got left. So I mean, really, I need to be stripping this down and respraying it. I think it will take that. So I'll probably end up taking the engine out of this, but just for the sake of this little experiment, I'm going to change the coil. It's got oil in it up to the level, so I'm not really too worried about that. I just want to see if it runs first of all, and see if it runs smooth. It is a self-drive one. I can get another little flap for this and another bag. I think we might have one of them spare, so I'm just going to give this a little bit of a clean up, a blow down. We'll change this coil mechanism like we did in one of my previous videos, and then we'll start putting it back together and just see if we can get it to run. So let me do that now, and I'll see you in a minute. Back on, and as I've said this before, it's handy to keep spares, and the ones we do keep are for this Briggs & Stratton type engine with the push to prime bulb carburetor on the fuel tank, and I'm lacking the governor spring on there, one of the small ones, and as you can see I've actually got one there, so I'm just going to hook that back on, try and get you right in there and show you where these hook onto. And the first one goes onto there, and the second one, oh, get in the way here, just push it through the hole and then pull it back on itself, and that's it. So that governor arm now is all springed up, which it wasn't before. Now this is a little arm here which you can raise and lower these speed controllers for. You'll find after a while they then that's your fast speed for example, they tend to vibrate back into that position. So what a lot of people do, this lug here, and I'm going to grab hold of that lug there and just literally just bend it down a little bit, and that sort of locks it in the fast position, and as you can probably see there. So that's what most people do with these. I'm going to do that in this case because it's not really good speed control, to be honest with you, and the governor arm does all the work for the speed control, so that's what most people do. Right, well I'm going to just put a different air filter on. At the moment I've got some spare ones about, that one's still draining out and I haven't got any cleaning fluid with me. I've replaced the coil mechanism there, so that's got a new one, and I've also put a new plug in this as well. I did have some new blinking foam inserts there. I don't know where they've gone. Maybe Gary's used them, I don't know. Right, well, never mind. So this is literally just for a trial run. I could start it without the air filter, to be honest with you, but I just like to see it on there, you know. So, I mean, there's no way this lawnmower would have started at all, even if you would have changed the plug. It had a different fault on it. It had about 3 or 4 different faults on it, as you probably know there. Right, okay, let's try this. As I say, it's not the right filter for it, but well, it's not a new clean filter, it's a dirty filter. But it's a lot better than that oil choked one that we had on a minute ago. So I'm going to put that back on there like that. Get the recoil cover, and this time make sure that when we relocate it down at the front here, that we don't trap the cable, as you can see there, which someone else obviously did. So I'll just put this non-standard screw back in there for the moment. That was the one that was in there. I won't tighten it up yet because I want to get the other screws in first to go around this side, which was the right screw. Try this. Oh yeah, here we go. And that one in there like that. So that's that one down now. Right, well, I'm not going to put that original fuel back in. I found some in an old fuel can here. I don't know how old this is. But it's going to be obviously a lot fresher, I would imagine, than that other stuff. So let's just put that in there. That should be enough. It's probably about half full there. Put it over there. Always a bit tricky these when you're doing it from the other side. There we go. Right, that's that. Now let's just check whether it's sucking up for the primer. Yep. Right, okay, well I think we're in a position now where we can see now if this thing's going to run. As I say, the things we've corrected on it, we've put a new plug in it. That plug was totally closed with a gap. Where the broken lead there, we was missing a governor arm spring, and we also had a totally clogged up air filter. We've cleaned all that up now, so let's take it outside and see if we can get this to start, and then decide on that whether or not we're going to refurbish it. Right, okay. Here we go. Right. Lever up. Let's get inside. How about that? It's raining. Well, there we go. We got it running. It started first time actually, and the drive works as well. It's going to need total refurbishment, obviously, but you see all that smoke? It was bellowing out first of all. That would have been because the air filter would have been totally flooded, and oil would have been sucked in from this into the chamber and probably filled up the exhaust. So, as you probably noticed, after a while the oil burnt off. I let it run for about 3 or 4 minutes, and then it all cleared. Started again first pull the second time. Anyway, another one yet to do. I probably will strip that one down, as I say, but just shows you that never was going to start that. That bloke could have pulled as many times as he wanted. He never was going to start that. Some basic maintenance, some simple servicing, and you can turn an old spares or repair mower into a working one. I've had a few people leave comments as well. They say that they've picked up the odd lawnmower here for about £20, and watching the videos, they've got it running and they're well pleased. So there you go. It does work. You've only got to find the right ones at the end of the day, and they are out there. I'm finding them all the time, and so are many more people. Hope you've enjoyed this video. See you in the next one. Don't forget to check out our other channel, and also check out our other videos, and we'll see you in the next video. Until then, bye for now.